Bro, why do I always get shafted? So the other day we showed off the boy Ainz, and I will say most of us were pretty happy with how he was. I'm glad to see a lot of you guys also thought this character was really good. But we need to show off the other character too, which is going to be Gamma. My boy and fellow channel member Barrett came through with his Gamma. I got a lot of people messaging me about, hey, you know, you can use my Gamma and everything, which I appreciate all you, I really do. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot that one of my perks of being a channel member was you get to be first in line for videos. So I was like, oh, I should probably pick that and do that again. So yeah, pay to win, am I right? Now Gamma herself is a pretty hot topic, at least for me. I really like this character, and I'm hoping today, with the limited amount of playtime that we have with her, I'll be able to show you some cool stuff that you can do. So Narberal, what's the deal with her? In terms of the passive, she has one really key one, which is going to be her egg-shaped battle maid. This gives demon units 50 art gauge at the start of the quest. With the art, we have 30% damage down. We also have 30 art gauge if you're a demon, or 20 art gauge if you're not a demon. With the true art, you're getting stats up, and you're buffing up the leader unit's damage by 200% and reduces the leader unit's damage taken by 30%. In terms of the super art, this is where the magic res comes in, and if you hit with this thing right here, Jesus Christ, 100% magic res instantaneously, one of the craziest ones in the entire game. For the slots, we have a 5-star support, 5-star support, 4-star magic. I forgot what she gets if you take her to LB7, but I'll put it up on screen right now. If you want to know best in slot stuff for, if you're going with sustain, AoE Archgen item. Always AoE Archgen. If you don't have AoE Archgen, single target Archgen items is fine, either for herself or to throw it on another party member. If you're going with Nuking, you're going to be wanting to go with stuff like Type 0, or even use stuff like Axis and throw it on specific party members, maybe that you want to use their super arts for an example, or go with something like True EX Gate if you want to give your team crit rate. As for the 4-star magic, pretty much anything that you want, go with it for the 4-star magic. Crest slots. We have 2 of them on her, and she's more of the supporting character. Now, one thing that I would say she's going to be really good with is equipment CT. She has 2 support slots. You're going to be wanting to use equips quite a bit. Support equips are some of the best equips in the game, so make sure you have some equip CT on it. Next thing, if you're using her more so in nukes, art gauge up is definitely not bad on her. This is the team we're going to be trying out first. We're going to be trying out a nuke team consisting of Ainz, Forte, Narberal, and Summer Lisa. And the way how this works, at least in terms of Gamma's buff, since Gamma targets the leader on her true art, which is what we're going to be using in this fight, is that it will target Ainz. Ainz will get the buff. He's going to use his super art buff, and all that type of stuff will all go together, and he's going to blow up whatever's in front of him. Now, one thing to note is that some stuff in this game will not stack with Gamma's art. So this true art, even though it's extremely good, sometimes certain buffs conflict with each other and they won't allow this true art to actually give you that 200% arts damage. As for the damage res though, that should be fine. So you don't really have to worry about that. The main thing you have to worry about is the arts damage buff. You may want to take into account that if you're using certain team comps, make sure whenever you do like runs, if you're going to be using nuke comps or whatever, that you're actually getting all the buffs that you want to get. Because like I said, sometimes stuff may not work. I will say that I would like to take this character up against Summoner's Road, but unfortunately Summoner's Road, as we all know, isn't multiplayer, which means we can't use all this. Now, my boy Barrett actually went with the magic res down here, and you're going to see right there, we still deal stupid amounts of damage, even with that, because it is, what, 100%, right? Is it 100% or 80%? I don't remember. I think it's 100. As you saw in that nuke situation, that worked pretty well. Now, I'm going to try to do it with her true art and see if the damage is any different. I think right there, Ainz hit for 610,000. What the fuck? Bro, actually dealing some DPS out here. I was down the girl. I said, yeah, you know, she ain't really got all that, but I guess in this situation, she do got it. So this time around, we're gonna be using the true art and seeing if Ainz hits any differently. I think the first time he hit for about like 600k per tick on his super art. We're popping all of our stuff right here. Gonna be popping the super art. We're gonna use True Exceed Zex to get the arts damage, and I think all of our buffs stacked. Let's see what the damage is right there, and I think it was 716k. I couldn't see it before he flashbanged. I'm pretty sure that said 716k per hit. Yeah, look at that, 7.6 million. What was that? About 1 million more damage pretty much from Ainz himself. Pretty solid. You either opt in for the super art with Narberal, or you actually go with the true art to even give your main nuker or whoever your attacker is even more DPS, which just makes him hit even harder. And by the way, I don't know if I've made it clear yet, but you know, I really like using Ainz. I know this is like the second video, probably the third video we've had him in, but yeah, I really like using this character. Now, I want to use Narberal in a pretty difficult fight where we can make use of her damage mitigation on the true art. So I guess this is what we'll do. We'll fight Rosetta see if we can beat her. With this exact team, we're going to be having a lot of Arch-Gen with just War God Finn and the boy Haruto, alongside Gamma giving us that extra burst Arch-Gen and all the support slots too. Let's not forget this. If you have really good equips, units that have multiple 5-star supports are extremely valuable because they're able to slot in like some of the best AoE Arch-Gen items in the game. So let's see what happens. I haven't fought this girl since I beat her the first time, which I don't think took too long. I don't even remember her gimmicks. I think she just like poisoned and something else. I don't know. But if I remember correctly, Water Rosetta is kind of a pushover, and we don't really start seeing actual mechanics until we fight Earth Rosetta. See, now another thing is too that's really nice here is the fact that Narberal also gives Miranda more magic res than she already has in her kit, because if you know Miranda, you know that she has a lot of passive magic resist. Well, with her art, it also gives, what is it, 20%, 30%? I can't even read it. So hopefully with this team, it will make it to where Miranda can just kind of survive, since I'm mainly going to be alternating between Gamma's art and her true art, and then rarely ever actually using her super art. Her super art would be nice if we were using mainly a magic damage team, but since we have, you know, War God Finn here, we don't really need anyone else to be on damage control apart from him, because we all know, you know, he's kind of crazy. But look at the amount of buffs on this unit right now. Jesus, bro. So yeah, oh, I remember what this fight was. Oh, I remember everything, brother. Oh no, I hate this fight. Why did I do this again to myself? Oh no, I hope we can actually beat it. It's been a minute since I've done this, but oh dude, I don't want to do this again. All the memories just came flooding back into my mind as soon as I saw the instant damage come in. I was like, oh yeah, this is what we're doing again. But as you see so far, I think that we're kind of like just chilling, man. We're vibing. We're having a good time. Seems like everything's working out. With this exact setup, it seems kind of like easy. You're kind of just coasting. Oh, wait, never mind. This is where it gets real crazy, right? Whenever she pops off with all this stuff and everything. Yeah, I remember this. I do remember all this. We're going to pop the super art here just because I want to do some big damage. And I thought she poisoned. Does she not poison? Well, I mean, there's like a big hit right there, but I could have swore she poisoned you. And if I'm not mistaken, ladies and gentlemen, I would say that we have practically killed this boss. I kind of want to finish with the super art. I may die for this, but I don't care. I want to end this with style. Please. Oh, there it is. There it is. I don't know if Dark Finn's even going to be able to... I said Dark Finn, Earth Finn. He didn't even get a hit off, bro. That worked out relatively well. I think that actually worked out better than my first run on this, or my first few runs I did. And we look at the details there. War God Finn with 6.2 million. Miranda, though, with the 5.2 million, being able to stack up a ton of damage due to Narberal, and also being able to take a lot. Unfortunately, we can't see how much damage she mitigated or anything, which would be a cool stat if we could ever see that. You know, GS, if you want to implement that. I really enjoy Narberal. She's definitely not like the most broken support unit we've ever seen, but she's definitely fits in certain situations, especially in any type of magic damage fights, since she does give, what is it, 30% magic res to the whole team. This is going to be kind of weird because we're doing it at the end of the video and not like when the unit was, but he actually showed off the animation, so let's look at these real quick before we end all this. So we have the attack skill here, looking kind of nice, you know, dashes on screen, just a little slice. I like it. Those fingers, that what the heck, Emperor Palpatine. This, okay, the art, I like the art. I liked it a lot. The true art, okay, it's the true art is the combination of the skill and the art, kind of nice, and then the super art is just crazy electricity everywhere. Bunch of that. I actually like this one. I think this one doesn't look bad, especially the art. I think it is, right? Yeah, the skills kind of whatever. The art I really like. I just like the effects on the electricity and everything. I like how whenever it starts to blow up the screen, you see her silhouette still and you see the rubble coming up and everything. I like that. It's a nice little touch of detail where the shadow and everything. Yeah, I would say Narberal's probably like maybe the same as Ainz, possibly a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this showcase video. As you already heard from me, I'm pretty happy with how Gamma turned out, and she's doing exactly what I thought she would. I really would like to playtest that unit more and kind of damage test her and push her limits with a bunch of different nukers, which I think is what a lot of you guys probably want to see is, you know, how does she kind of help out like Mikey, for an example, or Simon, you know, how crazy is the damage on that stuff, which hopefully one day we'll be able to see all that. But for right now, I say that's a pretty good preview. But hey, you guys let me know what you think about her down below in the comment section. Oh, and if you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend check out either one of the videos popping on your screen right now. And one last thing, don't forget to drink water.